Keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
On one, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
11 empty.
Now a handoff up the middle. Green. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Green, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Green. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Trayvon Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. They've got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Burrow. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second and 10, Burrow. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Open man there is Fryer, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
No, we changed it.
On third down, Jackson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, finding room at midfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Jackson on first down. Finding Walker, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Austin Eckler, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jackson. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Good set.
First down, here's Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Giants 7. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, he's got Green. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And Burrow going to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find...
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, they are well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
Now, after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis.
And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 99 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
He'll get this to Eckler. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Burrow. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. The good pickup there, a 22.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about.
Touchdown, Giants. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hand. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
That's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darren Waller from 17 yards out. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's right. Hey, middle.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Burrow on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This is hauled in by Driver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motive.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
That is